thing that bugs me about this kind of thing is it always leaves the person who's suffering, they're always the problem. They don't have enough faith. They don't have enough belief in this or that. Again, how would you know?
Question. I've been told that I have a stronghold due to my neurological issues. I've been told this is the enemy. How do I speak to my family from truth in Scripture?
How would they know? In other words, where's the guide biblically that would align a physical or a neurological condition with a spiritual power? I mean, where's the list? I mean, we have the American Medical Association Guide to Disease. Where's the biblical equivalent to this? How do we know is the question. How do they know? The reality is they're guessing. It's an opinion. There might be a connection, but how would we know? So I think positively in our prayer, for people, either for ourselves or, for other people on their behalf, we need to be open and acknowledge that there may be a spiritual, issue, a spiritual force here behind this problem. But on the other hand, if there are clear neurological diagnoses here and clear therapies, then I think we would be foolish to not use those things. Who created the world? The answer would be God. And God creates the world with things like plants. And plants have certain properties. And as we grow in our knowledge of creation, we learn what these things do to our bodies. And they get developed into therapies and medicines. This is a biblical, worthwhile enterprise. It's called the Dominion Mandate. It goes all the way back to Adam and Eve, that we are supposed to master creation. We are supposed to be steward kings of the planet. And that involves knowing what the planet does, knowing what's on it, knowing what effects it has, knowing what plants do, knowing what animals do, knowing how these things interact, knowing their effect on us. I mean, this is all stuff that we're supposed to be learning and knowing and doing in the name of the Creator. This is a legitimate pursuit. How do we know if one thing falls into one bucket or another bucket? The honest answer is we don't. And if we take it up to another notch, another question, well, what should I do in relationship to this problem I have, this disease I have? Should I ignore one bucket and only work in the second bucket? Or should I switch buckets or whatever? The answer is, if you don't know, you should be open to all of it and let the Lord heal using whatever means he chooses to use at any given point, within the sovereignty of God. But to tell people you have this and it's caused by that without any proof, because that's what they're doing. They have no proof. They have a possibility. Possibilities are not proofs. Okay, let me say it again. Possibilities are not proofs. Okay, evidence isn't even proof. These are different things. They're related but different ideas. And we need to start thinking a little more clearly if we're going to really be helpful to ourselves and to other people. The thing that bugs me about this kind of thing is it always leaves the person who's suffering, they're always the problem. They don't have enough faith. They don't have enough belief in this or that. Again, how would you know? It's awfully arrogant to assess somebody else's faith in something. They might have faith in it, consider it a very real possibility. They may make it a matter of prayer every day. Lord, if my condition is due to some spiritual power, I pray that you would have victory over it. They might be doing that every day. And who are you to think that they're not doing that? Who are you to think that their faith isn't sufficient? You always get to blame the person suffering when you take this tack, unless it's yourself, and you find a way to deflect it. Then it's somebody else's problem.